Hey friends! Welcome to our English Hangout. We're here to make learning super easy. Today we're talking about our everyday routine. Excited to learn? Let's make English a piece of cake. Click that subscribe button to join our language fun.
Listen carefully.
Hi there, I'm Lily, and I'm excited to take you through a typical day in my life. I start my day bright and early, usually around 7 a.m. The first thing I do is hit the snooze button a couple of times. I'm not exactly a morning person. Once I finally roll out of bed, I head straight to the bathroom for my morning routine. Brushing my teeth, a quick shower, and a splash of cold water to wake me up. Essentials to kick-start the day. After that, it's time for breakfast. I'm a cereal and coffee kind of person. A bowl of crunchy cereal with a side of caffeine to jolt me into full wakefulness. Then, it's off to work or school. Commuting can be a bit hectic, but I use that time to catch up on podcasts or listen to my favorite tunes. By midday, I'm ready for a break. Lunch is usually a sandwich or a salad, something quick and easy. I like to take a short walk afterward to stretch my legs and get some fresh air. The afternoon is when things get busy. Whether it's meetings, classes, or deadlines, this is the time to power through the core tasks of the day. I keep a to-do list to stay organized. Once the clock hits 5 p.m., it's time to wrap up. Evenings are for winding down. I might watch a show, read a book, or just relax with some music. Dinner is a more leisurely affair. I enjoy cooking, so I often prepare something homemade. It could be pasta, or maybe a simple soup. After dinner, it's all about winding down. I might do some yoga, listen to a podcast, or just chat with friends and family. Around 10 p.m., it's time to hit the hay. I follow a bedtime routine to help me unwind, maybe a bit of reading or some soothing music, and then it's lights out. And that's a snapshot of my daily routine. It might sound routine, but it's the little moments in between that make each day unique. Let's break down the vocabulary words and idioms used in the story with simpler explanations. Bright and early. Very early in the morning. Example, Lily starts her day bright and early at 7 a.m. Essentials. Things that are absolutely necessary. Example, brushing her teeth is one of Lily's morning essentials. Jolt, a sudden sharp movement or sound. Example, the caffeine in Lily's coffee gives her the jolt she needs to wake up fully. Hectic, full of activity, chaotic. Example, Lily finds her commuting time a bit hectic, but uses it wisely, leisurely, done at a relaxed pace. Example, dinner is a leisurely affair for Lily, and she enjoys taking her time to cook. Unwind, to relax and release tension. Example, after a long day, Lily likes to unwind with a good book. Snapshot, a brief and quick overview. Example, the meeting provided a snapshot of the project's progress, soothing, calming, or comforting. Example, Lily listens to soothing music as part of her bedtime routine. Roll out of bed. It means to get out of bed, especially in the morning. Example, it takes me a while to roll out of bed and start my day. Power through. It means to complete a task with determination and focus. For example, I need to power through these assignments before the deadline. Winding down. It means to relax and prepare for rest. Example, evenings are for winding down, maybe with a good movie or a calming activity. Hit the hay. It means to go to bed or go to sleep. For example, I was so tired after the long day that I hit the hay early. Commute. It meals. To travel regularly between home and work or school. For example, I catch up on podcasts during my commute to make the journey more enjoyable. Snapshot. It means a brief and quick overview. For example, the meeting provided a snapshot of the project's progress. I'm Lily, and I'm excited to take you through a typical day in my life. I'm Lily, and I'm excited to take you through a typical day in my life. I start my day bright and early, usually around 7 a.m. I start my day bright and early, usually around 7 a.m. The first thing I do is hit the snooze button a couple of times. The first thing I do is hit the snooze button a couple of times. I'm not exactly a morning person. I'm not exactly a morning person. Once I finally roll out of bed, I head straight to the bathroom for my morning routine. Brushing my teeth, a quick shower, and a splash of cold water to wake me up. Brushing my teeth, a quick shower, and a splash of cold water to wake me up. Essentials to kick-start the day. Essentials to kick-start the day. After that, it's time for breakfast. I'm a cereal and coffee kind of person. After that, it's time for breakfast. I'm a cereal and coffee kind of person. A bowl of crunchy cereal with a side of caffeine to jolt me into full wakefulness. A bowl of crunchy cereal with a side of caffeine to jolt me into full wakefulness. Then, it's off to work or school. Commuting can be a bit hectic. But I use that time to catch up on podcasts or listen to my favorite tunes. By midday, I'm ready for a break. Lunch is usually a sandwich or a salad, something quick and easy. I like to take a short walk afterward to stretch my legs and get some fresh air. The afternoon is when things get busy. Whether it's meetings, classes, or deadlines. This is the time to power through the core tasks of the day. I keep a to-do list to stay organized. Once the clock hits 5 p.m., it's time to wrap up. Evenings are for winding down. I might watch a show, read a book, or just relax with some music. Evenings are for winding down. I might watch a show, read a book, or just relax with some music. Dinner is a more leisurely affair. Dinner is a more leisurely affair. I enjoy cooking, so I often prepare something homemade. I enjoy cooking, so I often prepare something homemade. It could be pasta, or maybe a simple soup. It could be pasta, or maybe a simple soup. After dinner, it's all about winding down. After dinner, it's all about winding down. I might do some yoga, listen to a podcast, or just chat with friends and family. I might do some yoga, listen to a podcast, or just chat with friends and family. Around 10 p.m., it's time to hit the hay. Around 10 p.m., it's time to hit the hay. I follow a bedtime routine to help me unwind, maybe a bit of reading or some soothing music. I follow a bedtime routine to help me unwind, maybe a bit of reading or some soothing music. And then it's lights out. And then it's lights out. And that's a snapshot of my daily routine. It might sound routine, but it's the little moments in between that make each day unique. And that's a snapshot of my daily routine. It might sound routine, but it's the little moments in between that make each day unique. Hi there, I'm Lily, and I'm excited to take you through a typical day in my life. I start my day bright and early, usually around 7 a.m. The first thing I do is hit the snooze button a couple of times. I'm not exactly a morning person. Once I finally roll out of bed, I head straight to the bathroom for my morning routine. Brushing my teeth, a quick shower, and a splash of cold water to wake me up. Essentials to kick-start the day. After that, it's time for breakfast. I'm a cereal and coffee kind of person. A bowl of crunchy cereal with a side of caffeine to jolt me into full wakefulness. Then, it's off to work or school. Commuting can be a bit hectic, but I use that time to catch up on podcasts or listen to my favorite tunes. By midday, I'm ready for a break. Lunch is usually a sandwich or a salad, something quick and easy. I like to take a short walk afterward to stretch my legs and get some fresh air. The afternoon is when things get busy. Whether it's meetings, classes, or deadlines, this is the time to power through the core tasks of the day. I keep a to-do list to stay organized. Once the clock hits 5 p.m., it's time to wrap up. Evenings are for winding down. I might watch a show, read a book, or just relax with some music. Dinner is a more leisurely affair. I enjoy cooking, so I often prepare something homemade. It could be pasta, or maybe a simple soup. After dinner, it's all about winding down. I might do some yoga, listen to a podcast, or just chat with friends and family. Around 10 p.m., it's time to hit the hay. I follow a bedtime routine to help me unwind, maybe a bit of reading or some soothing music. And then it's lights out. And that's a snapshot of my daily routine. It might sound routine, but it's the little moments in between that make each day unique.